As always, nothing beats a cup of piping hot coffee. Hi, my name is Ram and welcome to the Coffee Table Talks. Welcome to a brand new episode of the Coffee Table Talks. It has been a while since I last released an episode, and I sincerely apologize for that. You see, I have been very busy into other stuff that I seem to forget my cup of coffee. Now that I am relaxed, allow me to first say hi to Ange, a friend of mine who has suggested a topic for this episode, and introduce you to our discussion on how we can attain our own peace of mind. There are instances when we think that we are heavily bombarded by the issues and challenges of our day-to-day life. I personally have anxiety issues arising from the incidents that happen in my daily routine. Perhaps from the consciousness of what people might think of me and how I might be able to fit in. Others think that their anxiety stems from the fact that they may not be able to cope up with the challenges or with human nature. That alone is a headache, believe me, and it's not anyone's cup of tea, let alone a cup of coffee. This is where we often search solace and ask ourselves how best we can reconcile with a situation that we may be able to deal with it, overcome it, or adapt to it. This is how I process things and achieve my own peace of mind. The first step is to acknowledge the situation. This is necessary for you to identify the concern. Most concerns are really unnecessary, and we might be really overthinking. There are also times that we deny that a problem exists, causing us to unknowingly deteriorate ourselves. By knowing and acknowledging the problems and concerns we have, we can sift it and act accordingly. The second step is to solve or not to solve. There are situations that can be solved alone. There are some that can be solved with a team. There are some that do not need to be solved at once. Some that do not need to be solved at all. And some that cannot be solved and should be accepted instead in due course. In identifying these, we could focus on the things that matter and let go of the things that aren't. The third step, once concerns are identified and sifted out, should be an easier step. That of effectively decluttering things. Once you declutter, you get to recognize the current situation, and you can eventually take a break since you have already decluttered. Throw away the burdens that would worry you more, and instead fill them with positive thoughts. Last, and always the first step after, is to take a break. Sleep, nap, take a vacation, travel, switch careers. Then, when another worry begins, repeat the steps. When you relax, take a cup of coffee, read a good book, listen to a good song or a podcast, and just unwind. You deserve a very good break. Also, do not forget to take down notes of positivity. That way you can effectively record the activities that would cheer you up and eventually redefine who you are as a positive, optimistic, cheerful you. Overall, take a cup of coffee, and with it, take for yourself some peace of mind. Once again, we'd like to thank you for joining us in this episode of the Coffee Table Talks. Catch us next time for more of these discussions, always with a cup of coffee, because nothing really beats a cup of piping hot coffee.